What do the marriages of Isaac and Rebekah versus Jacob, Leah, and Rachel teach us about relationships, trust, and God's plan? In a world filled with broken relationships, these ancient stories provide timeless wisdom about family dynamics, faith, and perseverance. Let's explore these contrasting marriages and draw lessons for our lives today. Isaac and Rebekah, Genesis 24. Circumstances: Abraham, a wealthy patriarch, sends his servant Eliezer to find a wife for Isaac. This mission is steeped in prayer, divine guidance, and marked by wealth and honor. Outcome: the marriage is harmonious. Rebekah willingly leaves her family to marry Isaac, fulfilling God's covenant promise of a chosen lineage. Jacob, Leah, and Rachel, Genesis 29. Circumstances: Jacob flees his home after deceiving Esau. Arriving with nothing, he works for Laban to secure Rachel as a wife. Laban's dishonesty and favoritism complicate the relationships. The outcome of these marriages lead to rivalry and heartache. However, through Leah and Rachel and their handmaidens, Jacob fathers the 12 tribes of Israel, fulfilling God's promise. Key differences between the marriages. Aspect: Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob, Leah, and Rachel. Circumstances of union: arranged through prayer and divine signs, formed through labor, deception, and favoritism. Role of wealth: Abraham's wealth secured Rebekah's hand. Jacob arrived with no wealth, offering only labor. Family dynamics: straightforward negotiation with consent. Tension between sisters and manipulation by Laban. Emotional dynamics: emphasizes love and trust. Favoritism toward Rachel leads to rivalry. Divine intervention: God orchestrates the union clearly. God works through human failures. Outcomes: stable continuation of God's covenant. Birth of the 12 tribes of Israel. Lessons from the differences: trust in God's timing versus human manipulation. Isaac's marriage resulted from prayer and faith. Jacob's marriages reveal the consequences of deception and favoritism. Wealth and status versus vulnerability. Abraham's wealth ensured a secure match for Isaac. Jacob's lack of wealth left him vulnerable to exploitation by Laban. Family unity versus dysfunction. Isaac and Rebekah's union fostered harmony. Jacob's relationships were marked by jealousy and competition. How can you learn from their experiences in modern times? For singles, seek God's will in relationships, avoiding worldly traps. For couples, cultivate mutual love, respect, and God-centered marriages. For families, address unresolved issues to prevent generational struggles. How circumstances shaped outcomes. Isaac and Rebekah. Their marriage set a stable foundation for God's covenant. Rebekah's decision to leave her family and Isaac's faith in God's plan exemplify trust and unity. Jacob, Leah, and Rachel. Though marred by deception, God used the tension to fulfill his promise. Leah, the unloved wife, became the mother of Judah, the ancestral line of Jesus. This shows how God can work through human failings to achieve his purposes. Key themes in Genesis 29, verses 13 to 30. 1. Jacob's arrival and hospitality. Laban greets Jacob warmly, reflecting ancient customs of welcoming relatives. However, Laban's true motives soon surface as he exploits Jacob's labor. 2. Jacob's love for Rachel. Jacob's devotion to Rachel leads him to work 7 years for her hand in marriage. His patience contrasts with Laban's deceit. 3. The deception. Laban substitutes Leah for Rachel on the wedding night, justifying it with local customs. This act sets the stage for years of tension and rivalry. 4. Marriage customs and polygamy. Laban's manipulation highlights the complexities of marriage customs and the patriarchal control over women's futures. 5. The role of Zilpah and Bilhah. These handmaidens later bare children for Jacob, adding another layer of cultural and familial complexity. Reflections for today. God's sovereignty amid human failures. Despite deception and favoritism, God's plan prevailed. Leah's role in the lineage of Jesus reminds us that God often works through unexpected people and circumstances. Consequences of deception. Laban's dishonesty led to tension within Jacob's family, showing how deceit disrupts relationships. Marriage and commitment. Jacob's perseverance demonstrates love and commitment, but favoritism and polygamy brought heartache. In conclusion, no matter how flawed our relationships may seem, God can bring beauty and redemption out of brokenness. From Isaac and Rebekah's harmonious union to Jacob's challenging marriages, these stories reveal God's faithfulness in fulfilling his promises. Call to action. What lessons from these relationships resonate with you? Share your thoughts and let's discuss how these ancient truths apply to our lives today.